game-centric kind of draft. So the jungle pick for Iran is going to be very important here because you got to deal with the Hilda
guys,
as well as the
kita
Kimi.
masuk di
That's not going to
game
be fun.
pertama antara
Especially
Malaysia
if you pick up
versus
an
Iran.
assassin.
Do you Fredrin?
I would Fredrin.
Because it's open.
I would Fredrin.
I would Fredrin too.
Fredrin, and then there we
Persik
go.
Malaysia, Hayabusa.
We're so good at this.
So nice, the meta hasn't changed that much, so we can still get it. So
Ada
now,
Hilda,
what
Kimi,
Iran needs to figure out
terus
is that
Iran.
one of the best heroes that they can pick up
Ada
is the
Fredrin,
Eve, but
Grok,
most likely
Yuzong.
Eve is going to get banned by Malaysia, right?
Yep.
So
Udah
what
guys,
is
lagi
gonna
nggak
be
semangat
that
sih hari ini
pick?
guys.
We saw the Kagura earlier. It's okay.
Arlot
It's
di
not
ban,
bad.
Fanny lancrot,
But you need something with
Digi di
continuous
ban,
damage. That's the thing here
Baxia,
because
sama apa
you have a
itu?
lot of heroes that buy you a lot of time.
Yeah.
Right? The Kimi is not there. The Eve might get banned. What is
Apa
going to be
itu?
the next continuous damage
Itu
hero? Do you go for
siapa
something
ya?
crazy like a Xavier? Do you go for something like a Sicilian? So that,
Oh, nggak
hey,
tahu guys.
even come late game, they're going to be looking pretty good.
Odette is also
Kok kayak
one.
aneh gitu
But that's an
loh.
acquired taste, right?
Yeah.
Like not everyone plays Odette. It's such a niche thing.
Di bawahnya
Jusin
masih
now
kelihatan
too.
lagi ya,
I
Jusin.
was thinking of Jusin, but at the same
Jusin di
time, I
ban
think for
lapu-lapu.
Iran, maybe Jusin won't be that high up on the list because they do need damage. They
Hey, Sky Piercer.
sure, right?
Yeah.
We had a game with 4 Sky
We
Piercers.
had a game with 4 max stack Sky
Max
Piercer.
stack Sky Piercer, yeah.
Yeah, but they do need damage. I think Eve is the best
Karep
choice.
semua.
Farsa is second. Xavier, if you are really confident that you're gonna be able to get like past 50
Gambarnya
minutes,
hitam putih
if
itu.
not, I think Eve is probably your best option. So maybe, speaking of which, looking at what Iran has in their first 3 picks, I think Ban is helping them a lot more than they did in Malaysia because they have a ton of crowd control that would definitely suffer a bit if there was a thing.
I wouldn't be too upset to see a Sicilian as well because it has been buffed.
Ini yang
You
gendut
use
ini
less
kayak
mana on your bad impact,
yang
so that
apa
you can actually
namanya
get
ya,
those stacks, especially
badannya
with this kind of
besar
front
nih.
line. You should be able to get those stacks. Your
Ini
worry
kayak
though is
pemain
again the Hayabusa, but that's kind of like all mages problem.
SRG.
Unless you're like a Kadena, then you don't care that much.
Like the only way you can solve this problem for
SRG.
mages is just remove assassins, right? But
Yeah.
that's just the dynamics of the game. Kadita, same problem, one instance of damage.
Yeah.
That was it.
So this should be an Eve ban here. If not,
SRG,
everyone should
eh?
100% pick it up.
Yeah, it's either Eve or Farsa, right? Like it's either or. Lunox is like your third pick, your third choice.
Among the planes
So they ban a Eve,
exists
yeah,
the
perfect.
equilibrium.
Yeah, but this does
I
mean
was
what
made
does
for.
Iran want to prioritize here? Because if you see, the Harif is still up, right? If that's their comfort, they can consider that because the Kimi is already there. Your mid might be safe, but if not, I'm not too upset if they pick up something like a Ranger
Or you take the Lunox.
or the Lunox. Yes.
It's a flex.
Iran macam
Use
macam
well if
ya.
Harif shows up. Stretch tank. So if they ran, if Malaysia runs a double fighter, eventually you're gonna be able to shred them. You can protect yourself pretty easily as long as Brilliance is up. So I think that is, at least off the top of my head, the most direct approach to the draft.
There
Pick
are a
the
few
Lunox.
options here. Yeah.
Yeah. Pick the Lunox and then you have options. You get to see what Malaysia picks for the last 2 picks. You go for the Farsa
Payback.
first.
Your
It's not a
team
problem
is
there. It's just, you know, at this point you're just nitpicking it, right? So Farsa is good.
Yeah, but this also shows that Iran is wanting to protect their gold laner and making sure that Philip has a good advantage. Because you see the Hayabusa, you're not happy to go up against that.
Oh.
And now the Cho as well as the Granger here. So the question is, which is EXP and which is going to be Rome?
It has to be a Momo Hilda, right?
It has to be, yes, but hey, things could change. Things could happen.
We have
Kita
seen
lihat ada
example in our
Parsha,
recent
Granger
even
Chow,
see, well, I'm not saying the Cho will be going
Iesf
gold, meaning like
di-ban
we've seen Cho gold, so
sama
there is
Ruby.
that, you know,
We've seen Cho roam damage.
Cho roam damage, yes, yes.
Shout out to Momo's teammate.
Bukan lah.
That so
Kenapa hitam
I don't
putih
think
gitu sih?
Push Arc is going to allow Yums to do that, but who is going to stop Yums in games, right? Once you get in.
What about just a Ruby, right? But then not
Glow
enough
sih
continuous
kayaknya
damage,
deh.
but there's a lot of control, and maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough.
Magic is my
But no,
love.
Harif is good.
they go for the Harif. It is gonna be Philip's.
Harif.
I would say comfort. Now, I would say pressure is on Enders again, because there's a lot of magic damage here without the Yuzong. So if the Yuzong is baited out of the Black Dragon form early, unable to contribute with the physical damage, I don't know. I kind of feel like Malaysia will be able to itemize against it, and then come late game.
Nah
they have
iya
ways to
guys,
do
ini
it.
pemain
Well,
SRG guys.
on the negative side is that he flinches easily, presses the Black Dragon form very, very fast.
Yep.
But the other way to look at it is that he has great reaction time. He reacts to situations on the drop of the dime. That is probably what's going to help them win the crucial fights. We've seen him really absorb the pressure in game 1, but I think in this game 2, it's going to be slightly different, right? You're not worried about a Selena throwing arrows at you. You're not worried about Yi Xunshin riding his turtle boat in your face. Should have a slightly manageable early game until the turtle fight. And the rest, I think you can let itself play up. The Harif is great. I want to see how daring Philip is. Are you going Flicker or are you going Purify?
Yep. And now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take my time to really simmer. It looks like we're jumping into the game. Game number 2, Malaysia going up against Iran. Malaysia is 1 point up, 1 more point to end the series. But Iran, they can continue this by getting a 1 win against Malaysia. Speaking of which, looks like Sakai's is going for the invade again.
Try with the Kimi around, it's gonna be successful, right? They can't really do much as a grog. You need to bring Enders in. Ooh. If they got any closer, that could have been a kill angle. Small thing.
Guys didn't get it.
Yeah, I think he got it too, which is great. You are able to stop this.
Kalau ini SRJ-nya Onyx
Kimi
Indonesia
show
kuat ini.
combo, and again, I think Enders is gonna have a. Hold on a minute. He already used Petrify. Probably camped the bush at level 1. To pressure Momo. Maybe that's what he did in game 1-2 against the Uranus. So small thing, 30 seconds until he comes back up.
Yeah, and now it's just the start of the game, but we already see a lot of interactions coming in from both teams. It looks like Malaysia, they are gonna go for this strat where they try to get Sakai's ahead just a little bit. And now Runaway looks like he has completed his boots. The rapid boots able to move around the map and having quite good sustain here. And now they want to go for Runaway.
Runaway's gonna eat. And great flicker. Still Sakai sticks onto him. The last take of the shadow kill, first blood for Sakai.
I mean, here's the thing. It's either gonna be Runaway or Lucian. I kind of feel like in that situation, Runaway just bite the bullet. Speaking of which, Sakai's
Petrify back up and a punish. Great stuff from Iran. Exactly the same thing we saw from game 1. Now no Petrify. Black Dragon from Lokesa very early to praise the grab. But Enders goes to work and the rest of his team is here. They've got to figure out. Great wall. Momo down. Iran with the first turtle of game 2.
Something that we can say for sure is that Iran knows how to do first turtle.
Yes.
Right now we just got to see the continuation, and Lolio got a 1v1 against Philip here. It looks like Stormy was able to save the purple buff by taking it for himself. Sakai's kind of a bad start here for Hayabusa, and looks like Iran is going to make sure that it gets worse.
Let's see, Kesa able to get the golem, and Runaway doing a fantastic job at keeping Yums at bay. Now they got to maybe try and help Philip up in the bottom lane, kind of free him from the pressure. Just a couple of bad trades early on in the early game that allow Lolio to get the kill. Not to mention that Philip is running a Purify, so escaping the Death Sonata from Ranger is not the easiest thing to do.
Oh, look at this. Sakai's goes in. He actually gets the purple buff. So looks like, hey, you know what? My farm is A-okay. And I would say he's not that punished so far because, again, going up against Frederick, not the fastest of farmers. So not that bad.
And they know he used Furious Dive, and that's what we talked about, right? Tracking the abilities of your opponents. A freebie delivered to Momo in the XP lane, and that frees it up for Malaysia as well. And there's definitely feeling the sting a little bit. Although I do like to tip for tat that both junglers are throwing at each other, despite this being a tank against an assassin matchup, but Kesa still not really backing down. Philip also in the 1v1 against Oliel, but backup is nearby. Philip needs to back off. Stormy doesn't land a root. Let's force the Purify out.
Yep. So still win-win. Unable to hit the... oh, but look at that. Kesa gets taken on. The Black Dragon form has been used quite early here.
Petrify, Shah Residue, bleed out, flicker forward. Great stuff from Runaway. And a Feather Airstrike follow-up gives Ender a double.
Yeah, and now Stormy wants to chase after Ender, still going for you.
Gets the knockout with Kundo, and Stormy will find the finisher. Lucian's waiting on the cooldown, but empowered auto attacks do not care about bodies. The knockback into the wall a bit too late, and Stormy finds himself a two-piece.
Stormy is looking straight at Sakai. Is like, I got you, bro. You know what? Just have a snack.
Yeah. But in return, Iran should be able to get the turtle. Kesa on the case, the Fraser Smash Slam down with the Retribution.
Turtle kedua buat Iran.
Kick onto Runaway, but finds it onto Kesa. The wall not in the best spot. No Fraser grab. Kesa melted, and Momo with the chop.
Pretty sure in that situation, Keisa's like, bruh.
Maybe should have kept the appraiser's craft, I felt.
Hey, I do agree. So I feel like for both teams, I think they're pretty hype at this moment. They
Yeah.
need to calm down just a little bit and be like, okay, chill. We got good plays, and there's 3, 2, 1, looking good. Iran's got 2 turtles. Malaysia, a few kills on the Stormy. Now let's all get back into a good headspace and figure out what to do
filternya udah
in the
nggak di
next
XP lagi.
turtle.
Okay, kill Stormy. Petrify. Boom, Stormy's dead. Should have seen that coming from a mile away. The Purify not enough. So guys into the Shadow kill. Yums is here, but Shadow kill not enough. Quick backup from Lucian, and Yums also can't follow up.
I gotta say, Enders is probably not too happy what happened in game number
Udah
1, and he's
minionnya
letting his
udah buat
feelings known
Hayabusa.
here in game number 2. And you know, folks, mlbb is a good replacement in case you need therapy. You know, deal with your issues in game.
It's either you find it. Oh, that looked pretty
Sakit nih
dangerous.
zongannya.
Yums might have cost the Sakai style. Could have, but Sakai in the squash battle doesn't really connect. So Enders, he's safe here. Yums,
Nice.
it's a bit of a fancy footwork that Enders ends up going down.
Not gonna lie, I was pretty scared for
Kayak
this
gini
guy's
ternyata tuh babnya jadi
essentially
nganggur
giving
guys.
a free flicker over to Enders.
Yeah. If he had Petrify, I think that was lights out for Sakai.
Yeah.
Again, they were tracking it pretty well every 90 seconds, so 1.5 minute window is pretty long in a game of Mobile Legends.
So now we can see Loliel does have the Sky Piercer and now the Hunter Strike as well. Yums is distracting the team of Iran, but now we gotta look at the turtle here. Ender still does not have the Black Dragon form. If Iran can wait it out, they have a good shot of actually winning a team fight. And you know, just a suggestion, kill Stormy, and then you're looking pretty good.
I think they also sort of saw the possibility of what they could do with the Grok, right? Like Runaway has just one nasty flicker, tectonic charge. Let's see, so far 2 out of 2 turtles for Iran. Black Dragon form is out onto Enders. Fulip, they jump onto Momo. The guy's looking for a way in.
Turtle
And
ketiga,
3 out of 3
perfect
turtles for
turtle ya
Iran.
buat
Takes down
Iran.
the secure. And a kill for Fulip. Great disengage from Malaysia, but Iran wins that fight.
A little bit too early coming in from Sakai's, and we saw Runaway was prepared in case if he stands around, he used the tectonic charge. Unable to get him, but still a good attempt. Iran definitely much better compared to game number 2, looking more composed. At the same time, quite aggressive.
Looking for Enders again, trying to slow him down. Yum, kick, but great furious dive. Enders
Miss.
finds his way out. K-Star is here, but they don't really have the damage to finish off Yum. Not too big of a deal. We see the transition to the bottom lane. Fulip can't get
double
the
kill.
guys. And Runaway
dah.
forced to run away.
Yeah, unsure what happened there, but it looked pretty
Portal.
close. And then able to build up a wall, making sure that Momo doesn't get the chase. Looking at mid here, looks like Yums as well as Stormy trying to apply as much pressure as they can. But Lucian is making sure that no funny business is there. Speaking of which, haven't seen a lot of impact from the Farsa just yet.
We've seen some feather airstrikes here and there, but nothing that has landed. Lucian kills, 2 assists at most. It's been a zoning out so far because most of these fights sort of ended when the feather airstrike is thrown out. But compared to game 1, this is definitely, I think, a more manageable one. Even though Iran is 2k behind and they are desperately in need of structures too. Both side lane tier 1s have gone down.
Yep. The Lord is going to spawn in around 30 seconds here. So for Iran, they have shown able to get all 3 turtles, so they should have a bigger
Ini yang
advantage.
di net
Neutrals,
masih
but
lancelot nih.
Malaysia
Saya
does
busa
have that
belum
gold
kena.
advantage.
Bentar-bentar
Should
lagi
give
kena
them
deh.
at least one person an item advantage, and I'm guessing that is going to be Stormy, because I haven't seen
Granger
Loliel build
kena
the
nanti.
3rd item just yet. Stormy is the
Raiden kena
big
lagi
game
nanti.
changer here for Malaysia, so they just got to protect him. The moment he dies, that's probably a bad situation unless Loliel can get a triple kill. Then, hey, maybe things can be different.
Battle spells are up for most members of Iran, except for Runaway. 30 seconds until his flicker. Gonna try and deal with the mid wave, and Iran has priority over the Lord too. Frederick, not a problem. Yus finds the King. Oh, a tectonic charge responds. Runaway not able to save his team though. Sadly, Ender still ends up going down, and that's a double kill for Sakai's killing spree for Loliel. You did see the effort from Runaway, but unfortunately Malaysia played that better. 4 bodies.
Preload guys, preload.
Dude, that was, again, like you said, a good re-engage coming in from Iran, but Sakai's was able to use the Ogi shadow kill in time to dodge a lot of the damage as well as the crowd control, able to
Kok
deal
nggak
the
ngelot,
damage,
guys?
and I feel like even Iran, they were surprised. They're
Aku
like,
nunggu
how do
aja.
we control this Hayabusa? Why is he doing that much damage?
Coba
Ender didn't even get to use the Black Dragon form, I think. Petrify also didn't do much. And
Tapi udah
by the way,
gua
that was
kan.
an entire team fight underneath
Betul.
the mid-tier 1. And Malaysia got out with 0 casualties, 4 kills, and a Lord to boot. The exact same timing as game number 1. And now they're going to try to run away with the game if they can. They did end game 1 with the very first Lord itself. I don't think that will be the case for game 2, but they definitely have pulled ahead.
Something everyone has to keep track is the Sky Piercer stack, because Loliel has at least 2 here, or 20 stacks, because he got a double kill in mid just now. Asa finds Fumes, but look at that, Stormy is doing way too much damage here, Husky.
Endless did get the Queen's Wings. It's going to help him in these very spontaneous team fights that felt like it ended too fast. The Tectonic, the Earthen Rampart actually delayed the Lord charge a little bit, the Lord marching a little bit.
I know you can delay, I didn't know he would turn back.
Scared to run away. I'd be scared if I had
Hey, you know what? Fair.
Rock standing in front of me.
Chad, have you guys seen Lord do a U-turn? I've seen him go through the jungle, yes. I've never seen him do a U-turn before. Now this is a WEC25 special here.
Look, it's the map is broken walls. The Lord is like, oh, broken wall shouldn't be a problem, and the wall shows up. Okay, he feels confused. Black Dragon form. Yumes is the target, but not even kill to try and blow him up. Yumes flickers to escape. Now Momo comes in, drops the axe onto Fulham. He purifies out of it. Sudguys doesn't get the roll. Fulham should be able to get out of it, but Loli finds the execution, and Sudguys will claim Lucian instead. Fulham ends up going down regardless, as Sudguys stuck the shadow onto him somehow off screen. And Malaysia now looks to run it down. Loli Yao pressuring a runaway right in front of his fountain as both top and mid inhibitor go down. One final push, a shadow, a kick, a knockout, and this is game over. Malaysia will find that clean team wipe and get themselves the first 2-0 in his opening best of 3 against Team Iran.
Well, we did say that game number 1, they ended in 30 minutes. You said that was not going to happen. And this time you are correct. They're ending it in about 12 minutes. Congratulations to Malaysia opening up WEC mlbb Open Division with a clean 2-0 going up against Iran. But I feel like for the other teams, they gotta be careful because Iran is here to play, and I'm guessing after facing Malaysia, they have learned quite a lot.
I mean, the grouping isn't exactly the most
Yeah.
forgiving